Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 15 of our Be a Better You annual challenge. We are running through the SOAP framework, which you can see right above my head. And today we are on the step 2 of the SOAP framework, which stands for options. We need to explore our options, and I like to use a tool called the handy dandy visual aids 10-3-1 tool. It's a brainstorming tool where we come up with at least 10 possible ways to begin to fill the gap that we talked about yesterday. The difference between where we are now and where we want to be with respect to the area, the thing, the challenge that we're having. And I picked nutrition. So what I like to do is in my handy dandy little journal, just make a list 1 through 10. And as I go about my day and think about ways to start to fill that gap between where I am right now nutritionally versus where I want to be with respect to my consumption and my nutrition and the impact it has on me with respect to energy, stamina, way to keep up with my granddaughters for the most part. But so far I've got only 4 things down. Number 1, no eating after 4:30 p.m. I can't read my stuff. I need a magnifying glass. Journal all my consumption. Every once in a while, they say keep a food journal. Well, I used to do that. I think I did the longest I've ever done it for is a year because it's a really cumbersome task. Even with online apps and things, it takes a lot of extra time and energy. And what happens is I figure out what my patterns are. I replace the bad ones with good ones, and then I don't have to do it for a while. Well, as I mentioned, maybe a few bad habits have worked their way back into my nutritional and my consumption of things I probably shouldn't eat because they're not the best for me, which leads to other challenges, right? If I'm not having good nutrition, I don't have the energy I want, I have aches and pains. Okay, I'm going to be 65 in a couple of months. So as we get older, we believe that we're going to get aches and pains, therefore we do. We also do because things age, things wear out. I think my one knee is wearing out. It's because I put too many miles on it over this lifetime so far. And that's just the way it is. So sometimes I'll do that, sometimes I won't. So maybe I'll commit to doing it for like a week or something to look for my patterns, or for a month. But I'm not going to do it longer than that because I know that there's a negative return on value of time and energy put into something like that sometimes. It's like any other tool. We use it for a while or we use it when appropriate, but we don't use it all the time. I put create a nutrition plan. And of course, I suppose I figure I don't probably need to do a diary of what I consume for any period of time before I create a what's really good for me and what should I do plan. Done many of them in my lifetime. And then I added on my brainstorm list so far to do up my months ahead of supplements and then my medications I take for my heart. So that I've got them all made ahead of time so that right before I go to bed, I just pop them in my hand and go to bed, take them and go to bed. That's one thing. That's one of the things that's important to my physical well-being and health is that I follow routines and habits that I've got in place that are good ones, right? Continue those and get rid of or replace the bad ones, not get rid of them, replace them. So what we're going to do today, we are going to brainstorm at least 10 possible ways to fill the gap between your current story and your desired story, right? And some of them will be totally outrageous because that's what brainstorming is. It's like whatever comes into mind because we have infinite possibilities of how we can approach something. We just write them down and then we'll judge them later with the 3 and the 1 part of the process. But for now, all we want to do is get them down. Maybe you'll hear somebody talking and they're talking about a new diet and you're like, oh, explore this diet. And you're going to go and look it up on the computer, whatever it might be for you. Like I said, I'm working on physical this time around with the SOAP framework. You might be working on any one of the other areas or aspects of your life or any other challenge you might be facing or having right now. All right, that's all I've got. If I can help you in any way, let me know. We've done the SOAP framework. Yikes, I don't even know how many times I've done it over the last 4 years. Literally thousands of times I've run the SOAP framework. So if you need help with that, just ask. Please, 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 please ask. We don't want to struggle with anything that we don't have to. That's what I'm here for. All right, have an awesome day, and I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow.